You've hit the big 6-0, and suddenly, everything you eat from your lifelong favorites to the daily healthy greens could be quietly impacting your heart. Sounds unbelievable, right? Yet it's the stark truth. Some seemingly harmless vegetables, often staples on your dinner plate, might be silently damaging your heart. As a cardiologist, I've seen this unfold more times than I can count. Seniors walk into my clinic, confident they're doing everything right, cutting sugar, skipping fried foods, and loading up on greens. But here's what they often miss: certain vegetables, when prepared incorrectly or consumed with specific medications, can become silent threats to your cardiovascular health. Some can spike your blood pressure, others interfere with heart medications, and a few can even harbor dangerous bacteria that your aging immune system just can't fight off anymore. In this vital video, brought to you by Mr. Senior Health, I urge you, or someone you love, to stop eating these 5 vegetables, or at least learn how to prepare them safely. I'll guide you through each one, exposing the hidden risks and offering heart-safer alternatives. The good news? These dangers are avoidable. You just need to know what to watch out for and what adjustments to make, and you'll be well on your way to protecting your heart for the long haul. Please stick with me, because the first vegetable on this list might be sitting in your fridge right now. And if you haven't already, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss another crucial health video tailored just for you. Finally, if you find this video helpful, even a little bit, drop a 1 in the comments. But if you think it missed the mark, enter 0 and let me know how I can do better in future videos. *1. Spinach, the healthy green that can backfire. *spinach. Has long been hailed as a miracle vegetable, and for many, it truly is. But once you're over 60, especially if you're on heart medication, this leafy green could be quietly jeopardizing your health without you even realizing it. As a cardiac surgeon, I've seen too many older adults proudly switch to clean eating. No fried foods, green smoothies every morning, big salads at lunch. But what they don't realize is that these well-intentioned meals can work against the very medications keeping them alive. *spinach is packed with vitamin K, an essential nutrient for blood clotting. Sounds harmless, right? Not if you're on blood thinners like warfarin. These medications are often prescribed after a heart attack, stroke, or to manage atrial fibrillation. And here's the danger. Too much vitamin K thickens your blood and counteracts the medication's effects, leaving your body exposed to the very clots the medication is supposed to prevent. The scary part? You won't feel anything at first. No dizziness, no pain. You'll think the medication is doing its job until suddenly it isn't. A stroke, a blood clot, all triggered by what seemed like a healthy bowl of greens. I've treated patients who ended up back in the ER simply because they started drinking green smoothies or adding spinach to their meals without ever mentioning it to their doctor. The problem isn't spinach itself, it's the inconsistency. Eating a little here and there, then stopping, then doubling down, throws your medication off balance. If you love spinach, that's fine, but consume it in moderation. And most importantly, tell your doctor if you're making any dietary changes. Food can either enhance your medication or silently sabotage it. Not every vegetable is heart healthy for every senior. In fact, a few can be more dangerous than a plate of fries if you're not paying close attention. And if spinach has the power to cancel out prescriptions, what other innocent-looking vegetables might be flooding your body with hidden risks? Up next, a household favorite hiding in your fridge right now that contains more salt than a bag of potato chips. If this has helped you in any way, leave a 1 in the comments. I'm reading every single one. *2. Pickles, a salty surprise for your heart. Pickles often feel like the perfect companion to a sandwich. For many, they add a refreshing kick. But for those over 60, especially anyone with a history of high blood pressure or heart disease, these small green slices can be causing more damage than you think. The main hidden danger is salt. What looks like a simple pickle has often spent hours, sometimes days, soaking in a highly concentrated brine. A single serving of pickles can contain up to 1,000 milligrams of sodium. It's 2/3 of the recommended daily limit for older adults, all in just a few bites. Sodium isn't just about flavor. It's a chemical that causes your body to retain water in your bloodstream, expanding blood volume, and placing extra pressure on your heart and blood vessels. Over time, that pressure builds up, leading to high blood pressure, hardened arteries, and ultimately, heart failure. I've seen patients walk into my clinic utterly baffled. They'd stopped eating fried foods, started exercising, even cut out alcohol. But no matter what they did, their blood pressure remained stubbornly high. It wasn't until we talked about the small plate of pickles at every meal that the picture became clear. That seemingly harmless habit was undermining their progress all along. Asterisk, the scary part is that salt damage is silent. No pain, no symptoms, until one day there's chest pain, a stroke, or a devastating diagnosis of congestive heart failure. If you're over 60, your kidneys don't filter sodium as efficiently, and your arteries are no longer as elastic. It's not just pickles. Canned vegetables, healthy soups, sauces, and snacks often contain hidden salt that can silently undo all your hard work. The solution starts in your kitchen. Cook at home more often. Read ingredient labels carefully and use lemon juice, garlic, or herbs to flavor your food instead of salt. These small changes can protect your heart more than you realize. But salt isn't the only silent threat sitting in your kitchen. There's another vegetable. One that seems utterly harmless until you learn it's fueling inflammation and slowly increasing your blood pressure with every bite. Asterisk. 3. Red chili peppers. The hidden heat threat. Asterisk, red chili peppers. Especially the potent ones don't just warm your tongue. They trigger a chain reaction inside your body. They stimulate your nervous system, flood your bloodstream with adrenaline, and cause your heart rate to increase. For a young and healthy person, that surge might pass unnoticed. But once you're over 60, arteries are less flexible and the heart becomes more reactive. The sudden rush from spicy food can be enough to trigger heart palpitations, a sudden spike in blood pressure, or even chest pain. And I've seen it happen more times than I can count. Asterisk, what makes chili peppers dangerous isn't just the heat, it's how your body responds to stress. Your blood vessels constrict and pressure builds. If you're already living with high blood pressure or heart disease, that fiery dinner could send your heart into an irregular rhythm, or worse, a heart attack. And the long-term danger? Regular consumption of hot peppers can gradually cause inflammation in your blood vessels, weakening the very system your heart relies on to function. Now, this doesn't mean you have to give up flavor. There's no need to eat bland food for the rest of your life. Mild ingredients like garlic, ginger, turmeric, or fresh herbs can bring life to your cooking without overtaxing your heart. Here's the bottom line: cravings are real. And yes, spicy food can feel like a warm hug from the past. But that comfort isn't worth the cost if it's putting your heart under constant pressure. And if something as celebrated as a chili pepper can cause so much damage, what happens when you eat a vegetable that's actually praised for its healing abilities, but becomes dangerous when eaten raw? What's coming up next might truly surprise you. 4. Raw garlic. Nature's remedy turned risk asterisk for generations. Raw garlic has been trusted, used by healers, grandmothers, and health-conscious seniors as a remedy for everything from cholesterol to circulation. It has earned its reputation. There's no doubt that garlic can support the heart. It thins the blood, and it helps regulate blood pressure. And many over 60 have made it part of their daily routine, mincing it raw, swallowing whole cloves like tiny pills, or adding it to meals uncooked. But here's what few realize. When misused, even nature's medicine can become dangerous. Asterisk, raw garlic is a potent natural blood thinner. Sounds like a good thing until it's not, especially when you're already on medications like warfarin, aspirin, or any anticoagulant. Garlic doesn't just complement the medication, it can amplify its effects. And suddenly your blood becomes too thin. I've treated seniors who ended up in the ER with unstoppable nosebleeds. Others passed black stools, a sign of internal bleeding. Some experienced sudden drops in blood pressure so extreme they nearly collapsed.
Ow.
And all of it while they believed they were doing the right thing by eating garlic. Asterisk, too much raw garlic can severely lower blood pressure, which is especially dangerous for those already on medication for hypertension. The result: fatigue, lightheadedness, fainting spells, and in severe cases, your heart simply doesn't get enough blood to function properly. That's where the real damage begins. Not because you were careless, but because you were trying to be healthy. Weren't eating fried foods. You weren't skipping your medication. You were simply trusting something that's been lauded for centuries. But the truth is, even the most natural foods have limits. How your body reacts after 60 is different. More sensitive, more reactive. The key is knowledge, not fear, but understanding. If garlic is part of your staple, that's fine. Just cook it instead of eating it raw. Use it in moderation, and always talk to your doctor before making it a daily habit, especially if you're on heart medications. 5. Raw sprouts. A hidden bacterial hazard? And what about the next food? Something you bite into without thinking? Cold, crisp, raw, and often considered healthy. But inside, it could be hiding a threat you can't even see. With your eyes? Let's take a closer look at what might be lurking inside that innocent sprout. Asterisk alfalfa sprouts. They're the kind of topping that health-conscious seniors proudly pile onto sandwiches and salads. After all, they look vibrant, fresh, natural. How could something so pure be harmful? Raw sprouts grow in warm, humid conditions, the exact environment where bacteria like E. coli, salmonella, and listeria thrive rapidly. For a healthy young person, a contaminated sprout might cause a stomach ache or a few days of discomfort. But for someone over 60, the risk isn't just greater, it can be fatal. Asterisk, as we age, our immune systems weaken, making it harder to fight off infections. And when bacteria from raw sprouts enter an older adult's body, the results can escalate quickly. What starts as a mild stomach ache can lead to dehydration, sepsis, or even a heart infection called endocarditis. It's a serious condition where bacteria attack the inner lining of the heart. I've personally seen seniors with pre-existing heart conditions end up hospitalized from nothing more than a handful of contaminated sprouts. In some cases, the infection worsened heart failure, triggered irregular heart rhythms, or slowed their recovery from other conditions. Why? Because the body can't heal the heart if it's too busy fighting a hidden infection. You never see it coming. No smell, no warning, just a healthy meal followed by symptoms you'd never link to a sprout. Asterisk. It's a cruel irony. You're trying to eat clean, make better choices, protect your health, and the very food you trust becomes a threat. But there is a solution. Just give them some heat, light steaming, a quick stir fry, and that's all it takes to kill off dangerous bacteria while keeping their crunch and nutrients largely intact. So, the next time you reach for something raw and healthy, ask yourself, is this food still safe for the version of me today? If something as small as a sprout can silently pose such a serious threat, what about vegetables that seem entirely harmless but become damaging when combined with certain heart medications? The truth is, one of these could already be on your plate tonight. Asterisk what you should be eating for a healthy heart, asterisk. Now that you've seen which vegetables can silently work against your heart, it's time to ask a more important question. What should you really be eating to protect it? These are the foods that reduce inflammation, keep blood pressure stable, protect your arteries, and work with your medications instead of interfering with them. Asterisk steamed broccoli, oven-roasted carrots, lightly sautéed kale, baked sweet potatoes. Cooked tomatoes and heart-friendly legumes like lentils and green beans are among the best choices. These vegetables are rich in antioxidants, potassium, fiber, and plant compounds that actively soothe stress on your heart and support healthy blood flow. Unlike raw sprouts or salty pickles, these foods are gentle, easy to digest, and help regulate both blood sugar and pressure, and the best part, they don't demand perfection. They just ask for consistency. Asterisk, your heart doesn't need a restrictive diet. It needs steady support, balanced nutrition, and ingredients that give back to your body. Instead of draining it, I've seen patients make dramatic improvements in their cardiovascular health, not by following rigid diet plans, by filling their plates with warmth, simplicity, and healing choices. A tender serving of greens, a comforting bowl of lentil soup, a few roasted root vegetables. These small changes, repeated daily, can begin to undo years of silent wear and tear. It doesn't take drastic measures, just thoughtful, nourishing habits your heart can rely on. Asterisk, after over 20 years of treating heart patients, I've learned a crucial truth. Heart health doesn't begin in the hospital. It starts on your plate. If you're over 60, your body changes. Foods once considered healthy can silently become dangerous if they're eaten incorrectly or if they don't align with your current health conditions. But here's the good news. You don't have to live in fear. The key is knowledge and consistency. When you understand what supports your heart and what can interfere with it, you take back control of your health and your future. Asterisk, yes. Keep eating vegetables. Keep embracing healthy foods. Just do it with awareness, intention, and when possible, guidance from your doctor or a nutritionist. Remember, you don't need a perfect diet, just a balanced and consistent one. Small, consistent changes are the most powerful gift you can give. Your heart. Asterisk, if what you've just watched was helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. It might seem small, but it helps this video reach more people who need it. People who might be silently battling heart issues without even knowing it. And if you have a parent, a loved one, or a friend over 60, please share this video with them. Sometimes the right information at the right time can change someone's entire health journey. Finally, be sure to subscribe to the Mr. Senior Health channel and turn on notifications. Every week I'll be sharing more clear, practical, and truly helpful insights to help you protect your heart with confidence and clarity.